my goodness, what a great day today is. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Today is a very special day. Today marks the 26th day of live streaming straight every night. For 26 nights, we've been live streaming, Karen and I, and today we're crossing the finish line. Whew, man, it's been a run and a great run at that. And we had so many fantastic speakers coming out. And I know right now you're probably wondering, where's Karen? Well, Karen is on location. So let's go ahead and bring her in so she can say hi to you as well. So let's go ahead and bring Karen in right now. There she is. There she is. Hey, Karen, what's going on?
Hello, hello. Good to see you, Antonio. How are you?
You caught me off guard with that one. Oh my God, it's good to see you too, as always. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And I know you're on location now, taking care of some things. And and by the way, your package came.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, there you go. And so together you and I, we held hands and we went across the threshold, the finish line. We broke the tape. We got the ribbon for doing this marathon. And the whole goal was to one, just see if we could. That's number one. And number two, it was really to see if we can help someone.
Yeah.
Just bringing content in, bringing individuals in that could probably speak to someone and help someone move further faster. I think
Absolutely.
That's the phrase, further faster. So what's going on with you?
Well, I'm amazed at what God has done in these 26 days because, and first of all, let me just say kudos to Antonio, my husband. I am so proud of you because this was your vision. God dropped it on you. You kind of brought it to me and we tweaked it a little bit, but this was definitely your vision. And so it was just an honor and a pleasure to get behind you and support you in this. And, we've been getting calls and text messages and emails from people who have been touched by it. And so it's definitely proof that God gave this to you and he gave it to you for a reason to touch the people that you've been touching thus far. And there are many more to come. So I'm just thrilled to have been a part of it and to support you as your partner in this.
Well, you are a true helpmate for sure. You are that proverb women they talk about. Women, that's you. So you are the support person that I need. So thank you for being a part of the team. So look, what we have done, and by the way, Karen, we're not going to stop.
No,
we're not going to be doing every night though.
No.
We're not going to do every night, but we are going to continue to find, cultivate, create rich content that is not only entertaining, but also educating. I think I call it edutainment.
Right.
And so where we merge that, where people feel like, wow, this is nice, but I'm also learning something. And so we're going to continue to do that and just bless the people. So what we've done tonight, first of all, we've invited everybody who wanted to come back and just say hello to the audience. And we're going to start bringing them up on the screen. Just whoever's here, we just bring them up and we just chit chat for a little bit. Some will come, some will go. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and bring out the celebratory ribbons. And Karen, do you have yours? So we actually have finished the race. And we're going to put the crown on as we get it over our heads. We got the goal for finishing 26 nights in a row, the marathon. Now, with that being said, I realized, because that's what we're talking about tonight is what did we learn? Mm-hmm. What's the life takeaways? You okay with that?
Absolutely, because we didn't do this just to do it, just to have fun. I mean, we definitely wanted to make sure that we were an encouragement to people. And I would love to know what some of the takeaways are, what some of the things are that people want to implement into their lives, how it has touched them. I know it has touched me tremendously, and I've been taking notes, and I'll be going back and watching some of those videos, but there's so much that I want to start to implement into my own life just from the wonderful guests that we heard from over these 26 weeks. I almost said today, but these 26 days, I said weeks. I'm all tongue tied. How about that?
Yeah,
these 26
we're done. We're going to take a look. We're going to take a break from cameras, everything for a while, and then we'll come right back. So with that being said, babe, let's go ahead and invite some people in. Let's
All
go
right.
ahead and I see some people down in there. Let's go ahead and bring on one young lady who was woo, there it is, Sabrina Sin. Come on now, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for all that you've done and the way you've helped contribute to this marathon. And I tell you, I'm about to say this to everybody that comes on. We would not be complete without you. It just could not have happened. And so we thank you for coming on and participating with us. Let me ask you a question, Sabrina. 26 nights, and you may or may not have seen everything, but from your experience, what has been the big takeaway for you?
First, I want to say thank you guys for just doing what God has called you to do, and doing it well. You guys are inspiration. And the biggest takeaway I can say from what I've seen in the videos is just doing what God has called you to do and do it well. We all have a lot of time here on earth. And to make sure that we are doing everything that God has called us to do while we're here. So I want to say kudos to you guys. I really have enjoyed the sessions that I have seen. They have truly blessed me. The one last night. And the funny thing is with the one last night, my nephew actually does the Body by Christ. So he has sent me a video this week of a session that he had did. And then it was also a video about Seaspiracy. So me and Seafood are having a little hard time right now. But it was just confirmation last night of things that I need to implement, not only in my life, but different family members, that I'm taking care of, and just, not making an excuse for where I am without applying everything God has given me to do to make it better. So thank you. Thank you guys.
Amen.
Yeah, thank you. That conversation, there was so many questions I had afterwards. For example, like when you start cutting these things out, do you go through withdrawal symptoms and things of that nature? So we're gonna talk. I think we're gonna do a part 2 on that
for sure.
In one of our like a special session, Karen, like a I don't know, fitness or wellness Wednesday or fitness Friday. We can do either one.
Something, because I was like you. I was like, what do you replace?
Yeah.
Once you take some of these things out, and because nobody wants to be hungry, but I think we need some ideas to be sparked, and so I think maybe that's where we can go. Like, what's the next step once we start eliminating the things that are not good for us? What types of things that we need to be putting in? Because we can't eat fruit all day, every day. We we need some options. We need some options.
Yeah, that's a good thought. So we're definitely going to have him come back for a few things, a few conversations, because I know I've tried it before, and there is this curve where you go through where you're having, some type of withdrawal from the junk. Because, like I said, my big takeaway was that your body cannot process chemicals.
Yeah.
And now when you shift to try to get all those chemicals out of your body, you're definitely going to go through something.
Right.
They're trying to hold on. So that was good. So Sabrina, thank you so much. Hang out as long as you can. When you can't, we understand. Just go ahead. Thanks for stopping by for this virtual verbal happy hour. And that's what we used to do back in the day. You remember? I know you remember using stop in a happy hour, get you a couple of sips. Yeah, what? And then you're on your way.
So roll on out.
Right. And then you roll out, so because it's supposed to be a happy hour. But I remember back when I was coming up, they used to really lay the chicken out and all the fixings when you go to a happy hour. I don't think they do that anymore. They start cutting it back. But anyway, I digress. Again, so hang out as long as you can. So we have another speaker who I call him the sponsor of our show. He's been so supportive.
Yes.
And man, we can't thank him enough. So we're gonna have to get our dinner kitty cash together so we can just like every once in a while say, man, what y'all doing? Come on, we got y'all covered. We're going out to dinner. Just keep taking them out. So let's go ahead and bring up our sponsor. In my opinion, the motivating drive, because we kept seeing him. He kept participating. Kept, asking these questions that was like, where did that come from? Mr. Dr. Mark Tyler Lord. Man, come on, dude. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Mr. Cheeks. Thank you, Sister Karen. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely.
Man, crystal,
Thank you
crystal
so
clear.
much. Thank you for this happy hour. I got my water. I'm all prepared. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
So,
Thank you
Antonio,
so
you,
much.
you said Mark was asking these questions throughout the marathon, but I want to say even before this marathon, he would pose some questions every now and then to say,
Yeah.
hey, when you guys going to do something?
Yeah.
He's one of those who kind of gave like that little nudge here and there. And I want to say thank you to you for nudging us to kind of even think about doing something. So, I mean, there are others, no, for sure. But since you're here,
Yeah.
thank you, Dr. Mark, Brother Mark, him. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna remember that, affectionately calling you him.
I think I almost lost my seat when I heard that one. So what did they call you? Him. Oh, that was just hilarious, hilarious. And you know, Mark, we've seen you grow and evolve into this man that man, if you ever need me for anything, man, Karen and I, man, just let us know.
Thank you.
And we're there
Thank you.
for you. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, what's your big takeaway, man?
Well, I concur also with Sister Sabrina, that you responded to this vision. You responded in obedience and answering this call. And what a beautiful thing that came of it. I also learned as people shared their stories, there's such power in a testimony. And there's so many testimonies, so many things that I learned. And I also learned the beauty when people come together and share their expertise, share their stories, share with other people things that they've been through or things that they know. Other people benefit and we grow and then we share with others. And that's what you did. You put this thing together. It was one long, beautiful, helpful conversation, but one discussion, different voices, but one discussion, and we all benefited from it and learned from it. And I had 3 conflicts. Otherwise, I was here 23 nights. And I was here 23 nights, and I had 3 conflicts that I couldn't
Yeah.
make, but all the others I've watched. So I've seen everything. I've gotten all the takeaway points, and also it's a testimony to the people whose lives you've influenced. Yeah, I try to take a head count. There are a lot of people here that have been your former students. I was a student of yours in 3 classes, leadership class, the spiritual gifts class, and effective communication class. And so you have poured into me, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share, my story and my experiences. But I have changed and I have developed and I have grown because of the things that you poured into me. And just as I'm talking about my expertise and other people are talking about their expertises, what I gleaned from your classes, I was the issue. I gleaned my spiritual gifts. I gleaned the ability to effectively communicate. I gleaned the stories of leadership and moving in leadership. So thank you for giving me an opportunity to use the tools that you have given to me and to use it to a broader audience. I owe a lot to you. My debt to you, it far exceeds anything and any appreciation that you may have. I'm still paying it back. So thank you.
Wow, man. Wow. It's our pleasure to serve. Really, it really is. Man, we can keep on going, but no, that's really, it is our sweet spot to serve, the launch, and to help people find their rhythm in a sense. Because I know for the longest time I couldn't find my rhythm, and I know what it feels like to, there was a movie called Life. In the movie called Life, it was Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. They were wrongly accused of a crime and sentenced to life in jail. And this was back in a bad time, So they had this one guy come to prison. He was a new inmate, and he was introduced to them as Can't Get Right. And they said, why why are you calling him Can't Get Right? Well, because he was a little, wasn't fully all there in a sense. And sometimes I know, not just me, but I know there's other people who also feel that they just can't get it right. I can't get my rhythm going. And that's what it is for me, is helping people find their rhythm, pick up their bow and arrow, pull back, and let it fly. Man, what a beautiful thing. And when we get to serve people like you, Sabrina, your family, when we get to do that, we're letting our arrows fly, and we love it. It's a labor of love. It's a labor of love. And so Karen, that's our mission. Help people find their rhythm so they can pick up their bow and arrow, pull it back tight, hard, and let their arrows fly. That's when they soar. That's when they soar, when they can do that. And when people don't get a chance to let their arrows fly, they either leave, they get discouraged, and we want to wake them back up.
Right.
That's the next step. We're going to wake them back up. So that's what we're going to do. Wake them back up. So
we had talked before we settled on doing this focus marathon. There was an idea that we talked about, and it was called Awaken. Because what God was starting to show us is the way he has used us is to help launch people forward. And sometimes people need to be awakened, just as we did, right? Sometimes you might find yourself in this place because of whatever it is. It could have been disappointment. It could have been things just didn't go the way you thought. It could have been any number of things. And maybe you're just not in that place. And sometimes you need that spark to kind of get you going again, to get you thinking forward. And I just have seen, the way God has graced us, the way he has wired us, what he has put in us. It has been a spark for other people. And we started to realize that and understand that, I want to say a few years back. And so we had this idea called Awaken, right? And so, it lines up with what we're talking about now, because, this is almost a bit of a wake up call. We talked about, okay, how can we help people go these last 6 months of this year? But it's really a wake up call, not, and again, for us as well. Because, here's the thing. Sometimes we get into a rhythm that stays in one place, but rhythms can change. They can go high, they can go low, they can go fast, they can go slow. So rhythms can change. And sometimes we get stuck in one area, and God wants to move us forward. And one of the things I hope, one of the things I desire is that the information that was shared woke some people up. It got something going. It got, your mind thinking a little differently. It helps you start thinking outside the box. It helps you say, you know what, I've been thinking one way for a long time, but I need to now shift to think differently if I want to do and be and have all that God desires for me. And so that's one of my hopes, that, people were awakened to start moving forward and move differently in their lives.
Yeah. Wow. That's deep. So I think, well, here's something, Karen, thanks for sharing that. That was pretty deep. I'll tell you, one of the things I realized from doing this is self-made doesn't really happen. No one is self-made. Because we could have tried to do this all on our own, and it would have been a disaster. I believe it would have been just a mess. Even if we had to put on the face of excellence, physically, mentally, we would have been a wreck. So I've learned that as you move forward, as you go on your journey and your adventures, that you need people to be with you for the ride, for the journey, not just hanging on the wagon, but actually participating, contributing, their gifts and talents in the wagon as needed. And that's a big takeaway for me, is that just thinking about that, it's easier when you have key people involved. That was a big, major takeaway for me. And everybody stayed in their lane.
Yeah.
That's another big takeaway. Everybody stayed in their lane. Nobody tried. They talked about their passion, their burden. They talked about their lane. I remember, I don't want to start name calling, but I remember Ralph talked to us about, that focusing, narrowing it down and focusing on that area. And so we stood up at night listening, we were tossing and turning at night about that one. And but almost, and Nikki, Miss Pearson, she came on, and how she stumbled through. And the thing she was stumbling through is now the very thing she's helping people with. Fantastic. And not to be afraid of the turns and the hiccups in life, because they may be the answer down the road.
Right.
So obedience is kind of interesting. You can't understand obedience in the middle of it. You look back and understand why you had to be obedient, and then you get the answer. It all becomes clear when you look back, not when you look forward.
All right.
So that was good for me. Anything else, guys?
Well, so many conversations were good. Sabrina, it looks like you're about to say something, but so many of the conversations were good.
Sabrina got a jet.
I was just going to chime in and say thank you guys for being obedient. You guys, you've definitely been a blessing. And I thank God that Willie has attached to you guys, because now that means that I am attached to you guys, and you have definitely been a blessing to us. So thank you guys again. And thank you for this forum. And you guys continue, and I'll see you later.
There's Mr. Will right there. You said, God bless you both. Thank you, sir. We'll be talking soon, man. It's been, it's been busy. So,
he said we're all
attached. Yeah, we're all attached. Yeah. Yep.
No doubt.
And nice meeting, Mark.
Nice meeting you too, Sister Sen. Nice meeting you as well.
But we'll be seeing you guys, I believe, on the 23rd. I think that we'll be seeing them on the 23rd, Karen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's good. That's good. So, man, and we've had some awesome viewers as well. I want to send one of them an email and tell them to come on in and join us, but I don't know how they are. I should text them first. And Mark, you know who it is. Oh, James. Hey, man, if you get a chance, come on and jump in. Let me see. What is he saying? I can't see that real. I got to move my screen over. James, you can jump in anytime you look. He said he wanted to jump in. You can actually come live. You should have a link, and I emailed it to both of you guys. I ain't want no issues. So you should have a link, man. So if you want to jump on in, come on in. There's plenty of room for you.
Yeah, please do. I'd love to meet them. Because I was.
Oh, see there.
Everything. Yeah, everybody. I'd love to meet them. And
he's working on his message.
Yeah, so they do a message on Saturday on Facebook Live. They go live on Saturday. Hey, but bro, if you get 2 minutes, man, hop on in. Like I say, Mr. Mark, he wanted to meet you and say hi to you. So if you get a chance, you ain't got to be pretty,
But you know what? But this is not the end. So I think we're going to end up doing something special. So Mark, no worries. There's some more to come.
Yeah, we'll get them all together. We'll get them all together. But James, if you want to pop on, you got time, man, to pop on. But thanks for sharing. I appreciate that.
And Reverend Cooper, to both of the Coopers, thank you for your message. I learned a lot from you. Thank you for what you shared. I definitely appreciate it.
Yes. Man, I like. Go ahead, babe.
No, go.
No. I'm just looking at comments and stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was just looking at
Miss
Carolyn Nelson.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, lady. So but you can go back and see all the sessions. Yes, you can. And the diabetes and stuff. Yeah.
I was gonna say the diabetes one with Gail Bustle, impactful.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, what jumped out was because I didn't know that term self-managed care. That just I'm not saying it's new. I just didn't know it myself personally. And she just kind of opened my eyes to that. And she just really made me think about the power we have, the things we have in our hands that we can actually do with our health. And sometimes, and I'm guilty of it, sometimes we make excuses. And, but it's like, if this is what you want for yourself, like do all that you can do to have the life that you want. And that's what she really impressed upon me. Just from her testimony, which is awesome. If you did not see that one, please check that one out. It was very good. And then the police getting involved in the community, how appropriate for the time. I mean, this is the times we're in. I mean, we were talking about serving the community, but because of Alita's background in policing, the conversation really did take a shift toward that because it's such a pressing issue. And when I tell you that, I think it was eye-opening for so many people, just having an understanding about getting connected to their local police officers and starting to build relationships so that we can start to break down some of this distrust that's out there. And some of it is for very real reasons. But, you know, I thought she gave us some very good tips on how we can start to build relationship, because that's what's needed. Uh-oh.
Oh, look who's sliding up in here. Hold on now. Look who's
Hey.
sliding up in the house.
You look. Here's what you're not gonna do. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what you're not gonna do. You aren't gonna call me out in public and think I'm just gonna roll over and take it. I'm not that.
You
dude.
know I knew it, right? You know I knew it, right?
I'm
So that's
not
let me
that
go ahead
dude.
and go in. Well,
here.
Pastor, thanks for taking a moment, man, and coming out. Appreciate it.
Pleasure to meet you, Pastor Cooper. Pleasure to meet you.
Brother Mark. It is my honor. There you go. Regina's trying to make me look pretty, but that's like putting lipstick on a pig right now. But you know, at least I'm brighter.
Yes, sir.
But,
yes,
but
sir.
Mark, thank you for sharing your wisdom with us and for your diligence to the process and to running the race well. It's all 26 days and your contributions to it.
Thank you.
I appreciate your thought-provoking questions. I appreciate the
Look how she come around over your head.
I'm just here.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. Well, you know, hey Antonio, I'm just gonna say for women that didn't like being in the spotlight or the camera, and I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna go ...
Right. That's both of them. Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go. Would you like? Here you go. No, here you go, dear. Here you go, dear. I'll talk sideways, you know.
Hello.
Hey, we'll do anything to keep y'all close. Whatever it takes to keep y'all close, that's what we doing. So that's all right.
You know.
How you doing, Regina?
I am doing wonderful. I am doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good to
Hey,
see
Mark,
y'all.
Awesome.
I was talking to my son about you today because he talks about wanting to do counseling, and I said I have someone that you need to speak to. And he's like, "Okay, are we going to do it online or in person?"
Hey,
That was
look,
his only question.
Look, tell him he better have a nap and have his Wheaties before he talks to this man. This man come loaded.
Look, he just wants to pass forward. He's out for ready for the PhD course there.
Good Lord Jesus.
Anytime. Be my pleasure. Be my pleasure.
Wow.
Absolutely. So,
Wow.
yeah.
But,
So as you can tell, we are just living at the moment. We were not. Yeah.
It's all good. It's Friday. We're relaxed.
It's family.
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
Friday and family. Yep, I like that.
Antonio, where are you? And Karen, where are you?
We're in different places.
Go ahead, Karen.
Oh, see, so this is how Studio L started and Studio D started. You know.
But you know that's so funny because I named the studio that he's in. I named that Studio A, and the other one I named it. What did I call it? Studio D, I guess.
I don't know. That's your contribution. This is my primary. This is my primary setup right here. If I'm doing a talking head, this is where I hang out at.
But I wanted to say that what you all have done has been inspiring.
Yes.
It has been illuminating. It has been more wisdom and knowledge shared than I could imagine. And Antonio, you know, we've been in the personal development world. We've been in ministry. We've been to conferences, et cetera, et cetera. I've never seen an array of talent like this and gifts shared in this time period in my life.
Wow.
Come on,
in
man.
my life. Yeah.
It's truly a blessing.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Because you and I, we've been in the trenches, man. You in your life?
In my life. And we know some of the same folks. I've been, I'm not going to drop names because I don't mean to disrespect the work that they've done. But we have attended we've been with some powerful men and women of God. We've been with some brilliant speakers and content creators. Not like this. Not like this.
It was genuine. People sharing from the heart with wisdom from above, and you could feel it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna keep it going. And man, that right there, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
If y'all don't package this and sell this, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I'm just saying.
So I'm in counseling now. Like, okay, what? Look, it's called "What's the Next Step?" And I said, Mark, we need to talk, brother. So we walking it out. I see, brother. Man, thank you for saying that, man. I would have that caught me off guard. I didn't expect you to say something like that, man. That's a powerful statement, man. And that's gonna have me up like thinking, like, what in the world just happened?
And the topics were relevant, man.
Yeah.
They were that's the key. They weren't fluff. They weren't people pitching their products. They weren't marketing material. They were from the heart. Here we are, just sharing our gifts and giving what we have, simply because because we see God in you all, and you all ask, and it was that simple. It was really that simple.
Well, that being said, hey Karen, go ahead and put our Cash App in the comments.
You know, I can. You can send $2.50 Cash App. $2.50. You can send $2.50, right? $1.25 each.
$1.25 each. Oh my God!
All right, we want y'all to get a small cup of coffee from 7-Eleven, something,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We appreciate that. We appreciate that.
All right. Well,
hey, look. Go ahead, sir.
No, please go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say our farewell. I'm going to get back to it. The Lord's talking to me, so but I did want to jump in and say, you just can't call me out like that, man. You know who I am. I'm not taking that.
Look, I was thinking. I said, let me just keep pressing. He'll be here soon. I was looking at the bar. I said, I'm waiting on him to pop up. He's gonna be here soon because you got quiet. I said, he coming. Here we come.
You're like, Regina, get my earpiece. Get it.
I was like, I need the light. I'm mad as hell. I'm not taking this no more. He done called me out.
Oh man. Well, look, guys, y'all, thanks for coming up. We will be we're gonna be meeting somewhere between the two destinations. We're gonna get together, and you know how we used to do.
Absolutely. And Brother Mark, thank you again. And yeah, let's definitely connect. We want to, but again, look,
absolutely.
I got to take my ginkgo, Prevagen, what's all that stuff that makes your head smart? Whatever it is, I need to take a double dose of that for like 2 weeks prior. Be ready for that, man. Be ready.
You're very kind. You're very kind, sir. Anytime I could be of service. Anytime.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're going to facilitate this stuff, guys. So this is not just talk. We're going to make this stuff happen. So we're going to make it happen. So I think that's what we do. We make that happen. So we make that happen.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Good. Y'all take care. And I'll be looking forward to your message tomorrow because I'll be on a break tomorrow.
Amen.
So, no, hold up. I'll be doing my Cinderfella stuff, all that stuff. Yep. And but I have time to listen to your message tomorrow.
Oh no, you went out, but
yeah, he went out.
God bless you.
Yes, as he fades out, my brother Alonzo just popped away. Where did he go?
I don't know. He
you know what? He was getting ready to come on and say something. I think he hit the wrong button.
Oh, okay. He'll probably be right back.
Because he lit up as if he was getting ready to lean in to say something, and I think he pushed the wrong button. So I'll tell him to come on back.
Yeah.
So you guys talk amongst yourselves. Let's see what's happening over in the comments while you're doing that. Will was just saying LOL, and Carolyn says she's going to be catching up on everything. We know about James. But man, Miss Anita, I have this inkling to send you a link real quick. Look at Mark like, do it, and have her come on in. Let me see what I could do here. She probably like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Here come Alonzo coming back.
And I actually have to hop off too, unfortunately.
No, I know you gotta do what you gotta do. Alonzo, come on and say hello to your sister before she has to hop off.
Hey, Karen.
Hey, bro. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. I said, let me jump in. So I said, let me just jump in real quick. We're about to get ready to start packing, and
y'all going on a trip?
Yeah, we're gonna do a little vacation. So
that's awesome. So listen, what we've been talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. What we've been talking about is some of like biggest takeaways, whether it's from your night, from one of the other shows you might have watched, what has been impactful for you. What did you think about the Focus Marathon? Any thoughts you want to share with the audience? Anything you think you could say that night?
No. I think that the marathon was incredible. I think when we talk about marathon, we talk about, just endurance and perseverance, that, those things don't necessarily, happen immediate. Instant gratification is not something that just happens immediate, that we have to kind of make sure we have a level of grit, to sustain and maintain and move through the process or whatever it may be. One of the big takeaways that I enjoyed, and I didn't stay long, was the mental health session that you guys had. I think that was very, very helpful. Of course, that wasn't my night, but it was really good. And I think because so many people are really going through a lot of different challenges, whether it's at work, whether family, finances, post-pandemic, you name it, a lot of people are overwhelmed. And I think it leans on the side of making me and encouraging me to check on my family and check on different people, because there's a lot of lonely people. People are just isolated. They're by themselves and they're going through a lot. And I thought the mental health, that segment, I felt was good for me. It was really good. I thought that was a really good segment.
Well, really you happen to be by the one who led the mental health one. Do you see him right next to you?
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
Brother Alonzo, it was a pleasure to meet you, sir. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for sharing your information the other night. I gleaned a lot. Thank you very, very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And I was happy to serve.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you shared.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, definitely. We're all here to serve. So, I think with the recordings, that is also a powerful tool too, Antonio and Karen, because somebody may have missed it, but if they go back, we never know who it may bless down the road. Somebody just embarks upon that video, whatever video, and it just may help them in a major way. So that's what I had. Our night was more of a stormy night, filled with thunder and lightning. So
it was so exciting. Yeah, we had
the right team for that night.
We did. The right team. Y'all held it down.
Yeah, it was.
I think being in the classroom kind of prepared you for like the shock and awe of the storm.
Yeah, some of that experience does pay off, right? When you're in you're in those classrooms dealing with a lot of different challenges. But you guys I want to salute you guys for the work that you guys did. This is, we came on for Brother Mark and myself. We had a space and time that we did this, but you guys did it for the whole duration of the marathon. And so I just salute the work and effort behind the scenes and the engineering that occurred with you guys and the work that you guys did. So it was tremendous.
Well, we thank you, brother. And you've surprised me many times. Many times.
There you go.
I'm recalling the time we was at the school at Flowers High School, and Karen set up the surprise birthday thing right by, and there you were. Right. That I was like, man, in tears, Mark. You should have saw me, man. It was embarrassing, but they set me up really good. And there was Alonzo.
Yeah, Alonzo. So I've done, I think, 2 surprise birthday parties, and Alonzo has been instrumental in both of them, helping to get that one surprised. Yeah, we had some fun.
Yeah, I forgot about that first one. Yeah, he was involved in that one too.
And brother Alonzo, would you be open to sharing contact information to network and things of that nature? Would you be open to doing that? It looks like he froze.
Oh, he sure did.
And the perfect freeze. Got his smile going and everything.
But I don't know about the yes or no.
Oh gosh.
Hey, it's not an issue. We're gonna make that happen. I'll make sure y'all get connected, man. No issues. Yeah, Alonzo is a good brother, man. Recently married. I think he's. Oh yeah, y'all can talk, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's is it a couple of years? Just a couple of years in.
Yeah, maybe 2.
Maybe 2-3 years in. Yeah. So you guys, you got some people that can support you, brother.
Thank you.
You got the Parkers. They knew. You got Alonzo, and of course you got he coming back in. He said, "Well, I can't finish like that. I got to finish strong." Let's see.
So I'm actually going to pop off.
Yeah, babe.
Thank you to everybody who's tuned in. We just love you. We thank God for each of you. We thank you for every speaker, every person who participated in the chat. Thank you so much. I wish I could hang out a little longer, but I do have to go. So, but it's so good.
We gotta get back to life.
Got to get back to life. So it's good to see everybody, and look forward to seeing you the next time.
Okay. Take care, Sister Karen. Good to see you again. Always.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
So Alonzo, we caught you, man. You froze with a perfect smile on your face, man. It was awesome. It was awesome. So Mark was asking you a question. Uh-oh. See, married life, you gotta go back and forth. What? Click, gotta put the mute on and then come back.
There's a lot going on in the background. That's why, I got to turn it off.
Yes, sir.
So,
So Mark was asking you a question.
Just Brother Alonzo, if you're open, to love to network with you. If we could maybe I can get your contact information from Minister Cheeks, and he can furnish you with mine. We'd just love to, connect.
Oh, absolutely. Not a problem at all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mark, you're gonna have a ball. Oh man, just a fantastic young man. He will have you in stitches, man. Just man. Every time I hear his voice, I say, "This is gonna be a good day." That's the kind of brother he is. It's gonna be a good day, because you're like, "Yo, what's going on, man?" I was like, "What? Oh shucks, here we go." I love it.
Yeah, my pleasure, Brother Mark. I'm definitely will make myself available. So yeah.
Okay, cool, great.
We'll make that happen. We'll make that happen. So hey, man, salute to you, man. Have a good time on your vacation. Tell Sarai I said hello, and we got to catch up with you guys. We'll do something. How long y'all gonna be gone, man?
Maybe like 4 or 5 days.
Okay, a little quick getaway. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
All right, when you get back, let's get on the schedule. All right.
Sounds good. All
right, cool, man. All right.
All right.
Thanks for coming out, brother. Yes. And I invited Miss Anita out. She's like, yes, no, So if she's brave enough to come on, she'll pop on. But we're just gonna hang out a few more minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and just enjoy the rest of our evening, man. I had my pizza already. Don't tell Brother
Tate.
But it was already in the house, man. What do you do with all this stuff, man? So I got to eat it up, get it out of here, and then we're gonna start better. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go to the gym in the morning. So one thing that I only said it maybe twice. I've been doing something every day for 26 days. So if it's a push-up, squats, or something like that, the push-ups I've been doing every day, minimum 26 a day. I've been going past that, but I said I got to do 26. And then I start going past 26 just in case I mess my count up. And you know how you can, I think that's 7. And it's really 3, So I've been going over 30 a day, man, just to make sure. That was my other contribution to the marathon, is that I was going to do something physical every day for 26 days. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to go and do something in the gym. And just chill the rest of the day, man. Really, I haven't picked up my guitar in a while, so I'm gonna pick that up and get back to where I left off at. So think the memory will come back for sure, and just it's relaxing. So man, she said, "Of course I'm brave." Look at this now. Look at. Let me show you, Anita. Of course I'm brave. Love listening. Big old smile. All right, well you keep on listening. And thank you for all that you do. And what she got here now? She said, "You play guitar?" Yes, I've actually have played, and they actually had me on tape playing for the church. For one of the I don't know if you was there, Mark, for one of the departmental meetings.
Oh.
They had me on tape playing, and I played. I don't even know if I have the YouTube video of me playing. I can do a little bit. I'm a beginner, but I got into guitar because I was talking in leadership. I was talking about leaders finding their rhythm. Constant theme,
rhythm,
right?
yep.
And so how can I visually explain it? And then so I always wanted to play a guitar, but as a kid it wasn't encouraged. My granddad played, and we had some other relatives who played, so I had it in me. So I got a cheap guitar, something so I can show leaders how they don't have to recruit what can I say? Clones. Like their staff, they don't have to be clones. They can actually be individuals that are part of the team. And I used the guitar to show the different size and the different makes of the strings and how different they were. So I was trying to give a visual of that. But when you play it together, they make good music. If they were all the same, it wouldn't be the same type of music. But because they are different, they made good music. And so I started at that. And then I said, well, shoot, since I have it here, I might as well play it, a couple of chords. And then the passion started coming back. So yeah, I play. So she said, oh, okay. John Denver style. Yeah, the finger picking style. Let me turn my mic, it's kind of hot. The finger picking style. That's a beautiful sound on an acoustic guitar. When somebody's playing finger style. Man, I want to get better at that. But I started out with basic chords: C, G, E minor, E, the infamous F bar chord. Can't wait to get back to that one. So, but yeah, no, I love it's how people play arcade games or Nintendo games, whatever like that, and they call it their escape. So playing the guitar for me is a form of escape. So I don't have to be good at it. It's just the seeing the end result after you practice, and you play something that sounds like something you can recall. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it's supposed to sound like. So that's a good thing. Yeah, so I'm always trying to find some type of props, nice analogy, to bring home the message, different learning styles. That's just how we roll. Well, Mark, this has been fun.
Yes, brother.
This has been good, man. I'm getting ready to go down and get me a popsicle and call it a day. But we will be back on air,
okay,
on the web soon, with some more content, more information, more learning styles. Dealing with different learning styles, and edutainment.
This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
Just the beginning. Yep. Anyway, thank you everybody who's listening. If this is your first time listening, it's the same story. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you'll be notified when new videos come out. But also hit the link somewhere around here in the top or at the top of the webpage where you could join an email list. The email list is something that you can get quick information. It's not a long video or anything like that. It's like a quick little video or informational nugget, a motivational nugget that will come to you randomly, not all the time. So, but every now and then we'll send you something just to perk you up, to get you started on your day, to help you pull back your bow and let your arrows fly. That's what we're going to be sending you. What we got here? Oh, okay. What we got here? You're sharing the recording with my family and friends. Glad it's recorded. Yes. You can go back over and over and over and over again. It's out there. It's out on here on YouTube. And it's in, as a matter of fact, the thing is we're putting it in a, what they call a playlist. So it's a playlist of all the, you can just go one after the other. Just hit the playlist and you go straight through all of them, or pick the ones you want. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. On behalf of Karen and myself, we thank you for joining us on this journey. We thank you for hanging in there with us. And we will be back soon. So give us about a week, maybe 2 max, and we'll be back with more content and information for you. Again, to all the speakers, we love you. Man, we're praying for you. And we pray the blessings of the Lord upon you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
We'll see y'all next time.
Thank you.
No problem, man. Go get yourself a snack.
All
Finish
right.
your happy hour and enjoy your weekend. And y'all be blessed. Take care now.
Take care, Anita.